Hey, my name is Damon Fryer. Welcome back to Daily Driven Exotics. Today I want to share some important information with you guys that I wish I had learned when purchasing my Lamborghini Huracan. This is a 580-2. It cost me around $285,000. I could have knocked off around $70,000 to $80,000 off of that price tag. Total face palm, I didn't. But however, I've learned what I've learned and I can pass that information off to you guys. I get tons of comments all the time about, what it takes to be able to afford a supercar. And to be quite honest, I think a lot of people are misinformed that the costs are a lot higher, the maintenance is a lot more expensive, and I'm here to tell you that it just isn't that. And I'm gonna show you basically 8 things that are gonna save you $70,000 off of a Huracan 580-2 if you are looking and you're in the market for one. Or this might put you in a place where you can afford the car a lot sooner than you thought. Let's just jump into it. So number 1 on the list right off the bat happened to be these wheels. These are the 20-inch upgraded wheels on the 580. They cost a whopping $13,000, which I did not know when getting my car. The other thing that's right here with the wheel are those insanely beautiful ceramic brakes. However, you don't need to get the ceramic brakes on the 580. That was only standard on the 610. So on this car, you could easily have got the steel brakes, which have more than enough stopping power, especially if you're buying your first supercar. It's an amazing experience anyhow. And the ceramic brakes cost $17,800. So we've made our way to the back of the beast. Any ideas what you could save back here? Well, that transparent engine bonnet, which is the glass cover over the engine, costs a cool $7,700. Also at the back of the car, the sport exhaust. Now, you can opt to not get the sport exhaust from Lamborghini, which is gonna save you an additional $3,200. Combined with the glass engine bonnet, you're over $10,000 in savings right here. Let me keep going because I got to get all the way up to 70 grand like I promised you. Now, as you may have suspected, the interior has some savings as well. There's something called the Tech Pack, and it's going to cost $9,200. What do you get for it? Things like navigation. I'm pretty sure I've never used it in this car. I have navigation on my phone. I use apps like Waze or Google. So that's not gonna be something I'm gonna miss. I'm not even kidding. I don't think I've ever used the navigation in this car. The next thing you're gonna get is parking sensors. If you know how to drive, you should be able to know how to drive a supercar. You can do without parking sensors. You're gonna get satellite radio, rear view camera. Again, that's a pretty handy thing at times, but I can park this car after a bit of driving and experience without any assisted basically techie stuff in this car. And last but not least, you're gonna get lift. Now lift is nice, especially because this car is completely slammed. I'm like 2 inches off the ground. How would I drive it without lift? I wouldn't, so I'm really grateful I have that. However, the car doesn't come this low. In fact, it comes a lot higher. And without the lift, you would have no problems driving it around town. Okay, before I exit the cockpit here, there's another thing you can save a few bucks on. It's the dynamic steering in this car. Lamborghini added it to this model. However, it's an option. You don't need to tick that box. And by doing that, you're gonna save yourself $2,600. Not a bad thing. Gonna get a more analog feel. I think you'll be just fine. Now, have you guys ever noticed just how low my car is? That has nothing to do with the Lamborghini Magneto suspension. It's a $3,700 option. I could have looked for a car without it, or if I was buying new, not had ticked that option box and saved the money. There are plenty of good aftermarket companies that provide coilover systems that actually allow you to lower the car a lot more than Lamborghini does. When you buy a Lamborghini, by the way, they can only do 1/2 inch lowering on the stock suspension. That's all they'll allow. And I'm sure it would go lower, but because of the legalities, they wouldn't lower my car anymore. So I had to go and get aftermarket. Well guys, to round out today's video, it's gonna come down to paint codes. If you to option this car with one of Lamborghini's crazy paint options, it's gonna start at $16,000 and it's gonna go up from there. This is kind of icing on the cake. Everything else that I've already talked about, if you add it up, it's gonna come out to a savings of $70,000. Now, I don't know about you, but if you just want to get behind your first supercar, all those options don't really matter. If you want to start tweaking things, you can do that at a later date. If you just want to get into the car, you can get into this for $219,500. Well, not this, sorry, this is a bad example. The way that this started, the 580-2, with 19-inch wheels, steel brakes, and all the other fancy mambo jumbo, it's not gonna matter when you're behind the wheel of a Lamborghini. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I just really wanted to give you guys some tips as how you can get into one of these cars for a lot less than you might be thinking. There's a lot of rumors around what these cars cost to maintain, what they cost to buy, all that sort of stuff. The mysteries or myths of owning supercars. I hope I could shed a little light on that. Thanks for watching this video. Give me a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.